Hello everyone, today I am going to discuss about the organ heart. The heart, it is a hollow muscular organ which is present behind the sternum obliquely, and it is roughly about 12 centimeters long and 9 centimeters in width, and weighs about 300 grams in males and about 200 grams in females, and this heart is enclosed in the pericardium. Next, coming to the chambers of the heart, it consists of the 4 chambers, that is the right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, and behind is the left atrium. So now how you are going to identify the right atrium is that it consists of the opening of the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So above what you are seeing, that is the opening of the superior vena cava, and below what you are seeing is the opening of the inferior vena cava. So this right atrium, it is roughly quadrangular in shape, and you can see the extension of the right atrium anteriorly, which is called as the right auricle, and left atrium, you have to see it behind, it is situated behind, and you have to identify it by the presence of the 4 pulmonary veins. So these are the 4 pulmonary veins which will be forming the left atrium. Coming to the ventricles, this whole is the left ventricle, and this is the right ventricle which is extending behind also. And these chambers of the heart, they are separated by the grooves which are present in front. This is the atrioventricular groove, and the groove which is present between the 2 ventricles in front will be the anterior interventricular groove, and the groove which is present posteriorly between the 2 ventricles, this is the posterior interventricular groove. Now coming to the external features of the heart, it consists of the apex, the base which is behind, and the 3 surfaces, that is the sternocostal surface, then the left surface and the diaphragmatic surface, and 4 borders, that is the right border, left border, inferior border, and the upper border. First, coming to the apex of the heart, this is the apex of the heart which is directed down and to the left, and it is fully formed by the left ventricle, and it lies in the left 5th intercostal space. It is at this part where you feel the apex beat, which is mainly due to the ventricular systole. Then next, coming to the base of the heart, which is directed backwards and above, and it is fully formed by the left atrium. So this is the base of the heart, the 2/3 of which is formed by the left atrium, and 1/3 is formed by the right atrium. And next, moving to the sternocostal surface, the sternocostal surface is formed mainly by the right atrium and the right ventricle, which are separated by the anterior atrioventricular groove. And the sternocostal surface partly is also formed by the left auricle and the left ventricle. Then next, moving to the left surface of the heart, this is the left surface of the heart which is mainly formed by the left ventricle and partly by the left auricle. Then moving to the diaphragmatic surface, which is behind, and this diaphragmatic surface, 2/3 of it is formed by the left ventricle and 1/3 of it is formed by the right ventricle. Next, moving to the borders of the heart, the right border of the heart is present in the right atrium, which extends between the opening of the superior vena cava above and the inferior vena cava below, and this border, it separates the base of the heart from that of the sternocostal surface. Then the inferior border of the heart, it extends from the opening of the inferior vena cava. This is the opening of the inferior vena cava. So it extends from the opening of the inferior vena cava till the apex of the heart. So the inferior border of the heart is mainly formed by the right ventricle and partly by the right atrium, and this inferior border, it separates the sternocostal surface from that of the diaphragmatic surface of the heart. Moving to the left border of the heart, this is the left border of the heart which is slightly curved, and it is extending from the left auricle to the apex of the heart, and this border, it separates the left surface of the heart from that of the sternocostal surface. Moving to the upper border, so the left atrium behind is forming the upper border of the heart, and this upper border is hidden from view from the anterior part because of the presence of the great blood vessels like the ascending aorta and the pulmonary trunk. Next, moving on to the grooves or the sulci which are separating the different chambers of the heart. First, we will see the atrioventricular groove. This atrioventricular groove is also called as the coronary sulcus. This is the atrioventricular groove, and this atrioventricular groove, it consists of the anterior part and a posterior part. Anterior part is further divided into the right part and the left part. You can see this right part of the anterior atrioventricular groove is separating the right atrium from the right ventricle, and it is directed downwards, forwards and to the right, and it consists of the right coronary artery. Moving to the left part of the atrioventricular groove, it is present between the left auricle and the left ventricle, and here you have the circumflex branch of the left coronary artery, and posterior part of the atrioventricular groove is present posteriorly between the atriums and the ventricles, and this posterior atrioventricular groove consists of the coronary sinus. Then in front, this is the anterior interventricular groove which is present between the right ventricle and the left ventricle, and it consists of the anterior interventricular artery, and posteriorly we have the posterior interventricular groove which is present between the left ventricle and the right ventricle, and here you have the posterior interventricular artery. Next, moving to the crux of the heart. The crux of the heart is present posteriorly, and it is the point of intersection of the posterior interatrial septum or the groove. You can see this is the right atrium because we have the opening of the superior vena cava as well as the inferior vena cava, and this is the left atrium where we have the openings of the four pulmonary veins. So this will be the posterior interatrial groove. So the crux of the heart is a junction between the posterior interatrial groove, posterior interventricular groove and the posterior atrioventricular groove. So this meeting of all these grooves, three grooves together, is called as the crux of the heart. How to hold the heart in the anatomical position? It should be held in the left hand with the apex directed down and to the left. Totally opposite to that will be the base, which is above and behind and to the right, and this is the sternocostal surface which should be lying in front. This surface is also known as the anterior surface, and below will be the diaphragmatic surface or the inferior surface, and the great blood vessel should be placed above. So this is how you are going to hold the heart in the anatomical position. Thank you.